Hey, my name's James Nicholson. In this video, let's talk about two things, the most common things that you guys like to know about on this channel, and that's interest rates. Are they going to drop in 2024? And house prices, where are they going to end up in 2024? Let's get that discussed and more in this video. But while you're here, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the bell notification. We're on the way to 20,000 subscribers now. And while you're here, if you haven't done already, you know what's coming next. Smash the like button over there, or tickle it, do something to the like button. That really helps us with the YouTube algorithm. We hit 2 million views in 2023. I want to hit 5 million in 2024. So make sure you smash that like button over there right now. So, interest rates first. Let's talk about interest rates and where they're likely to end up by the end of 2024. Well, inflation is coming down a little faster than people were expecting. We had some good November data, and I follow a website called Trueflation. It's a good site. It gets lots of different data sources. They were saying that the inflation was dropping to 3.9 or 3.8, and they were pretty much spot on. I don't know where they get all the data sources they have, but what it's also saying right now is inflation is now gone from 3.9, and in December they're saying it's running at around 3.1. That's very good news, and if that continues by the end of the month to stick, and then we get the January data for the December figures, and we're close to that 2% mark, even if it's a high 2%, that is going to make a big difference to interest rates for sure. So coupled with the data that we've just had, the markets are now expecting very likely interest rates will drop by May. That was what they were talking about, but they were pricing that stuff in a few weeks ago. Now with the new inflation data, 50% of the market feels that interest rates could drop by March. So the Bank of England's rate currently stands at 5.25%. They're going to be led a lot by the Federal Reserve in America. Now, the Bank of England have been very standoffish and saying, look, we're not dropping rates for a long time because we need to beat this inflation. And that's exactly what they've got to say. In order to beat inflation, they have to be saying that. Because let's just say you're going to buy a house right now, and when you're going to look to buy that property, if you know that the rates are going to drop in April, you're going to delay that purchase. You're going to slow stuff down significantly. We just did a video earlier on leasehold reform. I've read an article that lots of people are holding off buying flats because they want to see this leasehold reform act get passed and go through. So that shows that when people know something's coming, they're going to delay that purchase because it could benefit them significantly to do that. And so if they say interest rates are going to drop in March, people just aren't going to buy in January and February. They're going to put offers in and do stuff like that, but they're going to drag their heels. That's not good for solicitors, not good for agents. It's not good for the for the government to collect tax. And so all these things are interesting. So the Federal Reserve, though, has said something different. They are saying that they're going to drop rates. Their expectations are 2 or 3 drops in the USA in 2024, but their market is pricing in 5 drops that year. Now, rates as in what we pay, I think the Bank of England rate will be around 4% by the end of 2024. That doesn't mean much to you though, because what you care about is what's the actual mortgage interest rate that you're going to get. Well, they've just dropped. There was a deal. I've done a video on this a few days ago. Go and check out the lender that we're talking about there. There's already a lender that has got under that magic 4%. Now, we've had a few deals like that where we got below 4%, but the fees were crazy high. Really, really, really high. Now, things have changed. We've got a less than 4% fee. It was 3.94%, but the fee was only £999, which is good in this market. So I feel that interest rates, mortgage rates that you will borrow from will start to drop below 4%. And I think that by the middle of next year, you'll get rates that will drop to around 3.75. So this is the base rate, and that's a mortgage rate here. So I think that you'll start to see rates at 3.75%. Even if the Bank of England drops the base rate even lower, I don't think that these deals will get passed on to you. They are now, and that's because there isn't enough transactions. Banks don't have enough transactions at the moment. Not many people are buying or moving or doing anything at the moment. And so because of that, they're fighting for your business. Once we start to see the base rate drop, that will be a signal to people that the market shifted, we're near the bottom, and so people will come back into the market. There's tons of people that want to buy that are just sitting on the sidelines waiting to buy. And so I don't think banks will be as competitive once we see an influx of buyers. So that's mortgage rates. I believe that the base rate will hit 4%. I believe that the mortgage rate that you'll pay will be 3.75%. That's where I think we'll be in 2024. Next, prices. So house prices. So there's all sorts of numbers out here from a lot of different people. I actually did a video on this the other day with estate agents and Rightmove and Zoopla and what their beliefs are. But my belief is that the first 6 months of the year, I think the market will drop around 5%. So while that's a big chunk of money, I don't think that's something that would worry a property investor too much if you buy right. So if you're buying right, you should be able to buy less than 5% cheaper, or more than 5% cheaper even. And you should also be buying property where you can add value to that property. Now, by the middle of the year, I think it'll be -5, but I think it's then going to recover. And I think by the end of that year, you'll be down around 2%. That's my belief. I think the market will have an initial drop, and then I think it will start to recover at the back end of next year. And that recovery is based off interest rates dropping, people that have sat on the sidelines coming back into the market, and just a flurry of activity that we've had to wait for a long time. So I don't feel that we're going to have this big crash. I know there's other YouTubers out there saying the market's going to go down 35%, and they're sticking their guns on that one. There's other people saying 20%, but there's no real economists, there's no real banks or lenders or anyone like that that are saying more than a 5% drop. I just think we did expect a crash. I just think that inflation has eroded prices already. If you look at if you take into account for inflation, you're already down about 15%, which is a crash. And so I think that affordability, because of that, has got better. People have had pay rises and things are hopefully moving in the right direction. Interest rates is a big, big thing on this though. If interest rates did go up for any reason, that would have to be rejugged. Let me know, where do you think the market's going to end up? Do you think it's going up or down? I know there's a lot of people that watch this that think the market could go up next year as well. Do comment below with your predictions for 2024. Do smash the like button. Do go and check out some more content on my channel. Go and watch this video right here.